Do you sell?
So how?
Witcher formulae? Crafting diagrams? No. It's kind of interesting, it's worth noting here, while I'm looking for recipes, that I'm in this little backwater town, and yet somehow this is the place where I have to purchase the recipes that the Witchers are known for. Alchemical recipes and traps and bombs. It makes for a good game, but it does raise a question about the story, because it doesn't quite jive with what we're being told about Witchers and what we're being told about this town. So that's a really hard thing for game designers to reconcile. Like, you know, I think we discussed a little bit last time how annoying it would be to have to travel like all the way back towards, you know, Kaer Morhen. And in fact, I think there are no established Witcher colonies left, so it's not like I could purchase these from anywhere else. But it makes a good game to have these things that I'm working for and trying to attain that end up costing a lot of money. Arachnid oil. I like the sound of that. Gadwall poison. Tiara, White Rafford's decoction. So yeah, lots of Witcher formulas being sold here by this this pot vendor in town.
Welcome to... What do you deal in?
All for meditation.
Don't know where to get the grape shot crafting recipe from. I'll be going.
Blossom's got a garrison. We don't need a witch.
Let's see what's in here.
Just don't.
Of course.
Nope, nothing there. Junk. How about you? Nope.
Get the fuck out!
Isn't there a downstairs to this place? Yeah.
Left hook! What's happening? Left hook!
Pretend you don't see. Don't look him in the eyes.
Monies. Another question the story sort of raises is, why am I just like going through tons of stuff and stealing everything that I find? So, brawling. I could probably make some money with that. Nothing from him.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Gobbler.
What's going on here?
A competition, brother. With the port closed, we're bored off our arses. Care to take part?
What are the rules?
The contenders put their coin down, winner takes all.
The fighting rules.
Drop your opponent and make sure he stays down.
Complicated.
So, are you fighting, brother?
You'd best believe it.
Oh yeah. He's a fresher like you, brother. Good for starters. Put your coin down. So, what'll it be?
Let's do this. Oh, we're going all the way up to 10. Yeah.
Ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard!
Oh. So my swords are sort of flashing in and out there. But one of the advantages this QuickTime event style
That was fucking poetry.
combat system does is that there were like lots of really interesting combos that happened over the course of the fight, kind of cinematic.
Who's up next?
Poor Bransel, known as Flip-Arse.
Strange name.
Does everything backwards. Sleeps in daytime, drinks before he eats, and tells women to get dressed before he plows them.
Flip-Arse.
Show us your orans. So what'll it be?
Let's do this. Up to 15.
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin. Punches lights out!
Whoa, he looks pretty beefy. Yeah.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Yeah, down we go.
Hey, champ.
What?
I can tell you're a serious contender. Far too good for this drunken riffraff. Believe you me, I know what I'm talking about.
So? I don't know you.
They call me King Ziggy because I pay like a king. If you want a taste of fame and riches, look for me by the inn in the evenings. I'll take you to the right place.
Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Up for another, brother.
You bet.
Who's up next?
More
I
money.
knew you'd end up fighting each other.
Who's that?
Tidy Tib. The bastard eats honey straight from the hive, drinks for 4, and some say he can hang a bucket full of water from his cock. You better get a solid coin pouch ready. So what'll it be?
RDV was just asking. Let's see if I can find the exact phrase he used. Steven, how would you make stealing something, even if not caught, matter in a game if you were to try your hand at it? I mean, I guess the question I would have to ask myself is what purpose does the stealing serve? And, like, when is the player expected to steal? Are they just stealing everything? You know, because there's lots of crates they can just open and steal from? I think I might make it more that there are specific items that are valuable enough to steal, and then I could steal them. Even if I wasn't caught, one of the things that I really love in the pen and paper games that I play is sort of degrees of success, where like you can succeed very, very well, and then things go incredibly smoothly, or you can have the chance of, you know, failing in minor ways that just make things more. It just ratchets tension up, but it doesn't necessarily immediately punish you. So I'm thinking about lots of games like Mark of the Ninja, where they had like a really great sort of stealth system that was incredibly clear about where you were and who was spotting you and how you, like the tools that you could bring with you to avoid that. And then maybe like if stealing wasn't the core of the game, but it was just a thing you could do, I might make it so that you had to find specific dealers who would accept stolen goods. And then the question is, how do you make finding those guys be very interesting? Or do you simply say, these are the dealers who will accept stolen goods and you need to meet them at these places at these times? It's hard to say. I'd have to do a lot of thought on that. One of the things I would have tried to avoid is to make it very binary, where it's like either you steal it successfully or you get caught and go to jail, or you have to reload, or you know, either you find the guy to sell it or you don't. Like those kind of binary systems are not as interesting as the gradients that let you succeed dramatically or sort of everything all the way down to failing completely. Oh yeah, lots of money. Let's go.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin.
Keep staring and your eyes will pop out.
Oh, hey. No, that's not the king.
In the kidneys!
Like, that's a really cool scripted event.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard!
That was fucking poetry. Congratulations! You dropped some of the toughest brawlers. Well done. Tournament's over.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
The filthiest of peasants says that's what Skyrim and Oblivion did, but it's kind of a problem because the person who is judging your theft wouldn't know if you stole something or not.
Left hook!
But if all you're stealing is like loaves of bread or cabbages, then yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense for people to say, "Oh, that's stolen." But if you can only steal items that are very important or very interesting, objects of art like paintings or sculptures or, you know, very large gems that no one in their right mind would be carrying around, and probably someone like you wouldn't be able to attain legitimately anyway. If that's the kind of item that you're stealing, then you can't just bring that to the corner vendor and say, "Hey, can you buy this gem worth, you know, 10,000 gold pieces off of me?" The vendor would be like, "Did you get that from a legitimate source?" That's the way it works in real life. I mean, like, you know, if I went to sell, if I went to the corner supermarket to sell a heavy weapons system, they'd be like, I think I should call the cops. So part of making it interesting in real life is saying, okay, well, I've got this incredibly valuable item, but I have to find someone who can both has the money to purchase this incredibly valuable item and is unscrupulous enough not to ask me where I acquired the incredibly valuable item. No, I wanna go kill some Neckers and Endrickas.
Good day.
Boss, why the hell are we
We're out of mutton.
What do you want me to do? Shit a sheep?
A fine mess you have here.
Yep, still looking for that, still looking for that grape shot bomb.
So
Right. Nope. He didn't have anything but books. There's nowhere to buy grape shot bombs in here.
oh, how nice.
Exploring the town. Seeing if there's anything interesting. Oh. What's all this? Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Going somewhere, friend.
What about this? Can I open that door? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Uh-oh. I think my game is freezing. Most unfortunate. Alright, I think I might have to shut down the game by force in order to get back into it. Well, that's a shame. There we go. Okay, let's fire that back up and see if we can figure out where to go. Load game. Surely there's an autosave. Yeah, good. Ha 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 ha. An interesting question in chat from Black Griffin. How much work would it be for the devs to make the bestiary into an interactive anatomy lesson where you have a 3D model of the monster and you can select body parts like claws, tails, organs to find out what uses they have? Things like that. That sounds like quite a lot of work. To have a 3D model with individual body parts that you can examine. But it also sounds quite cool. Okay, I've already gotten all the way through that, so that's good. Now that would be quite a lot of work, but it also sounds quite cool. It would be the sort of thing where the company would certainly be deciding to focus on the bestiary experience as opposed to some other part of the game. That would be a trade-off.
Keep it then, Sergeant. My medic recommended long walks. I told a witcher to put.
Okay.
Commandant's busy. Come back after dusk.
Oh, I can't.
Blossom's got a garrison. We don't need a witcher.
You don't have anything for me, right? I think I've looked at you a couple of times. Weapons enhancements. No. Well, okay. Well, we just wait until after dusk.
The model's downfallen.
Suka Mark II is saying he wants to play this game. He or she wants to play this game, but it looks like a lot of searching for things. Yeah, definitely. I think that the investigative portions of The Witcher are actually just as important as the combat portions. Like, there's lots of figuring out what enemies are weak to and what weapons to use on them, which is why now I'm looking for grape shot bombs so I can destroy Necker's nests effectively. And I find that very interesting. It creates a very internally consistent world, which is neat.
Laredo wanted to see me.
Commandant's busy. Come back after
It's
dusk.
after dusk. I rested until after dusk. That's a shame. How much after dusk does after dusk mean? Alright, now it's well and truly after dusk. Look at that. Interestingly, of course, the town has changed a lot,
Glad we made the deal.
which is quite cool.
Sometimes you just gotta grit your teeth and back later.
What?
The commandant wanted to see me.
Leave your weapon here.
Guarded with care. It's very valuable.
Wait, Wolf. I need to talk to the Commandant too.
You going inside or not?
Listen, friend. I'm an officer and you're a runt. And when I say jump, you will not only...
Come on, Roach.
With these cunts, Laredo couldn't protect the port from a drunk lumberjack, let alone Yorveth.
He's succeeded so far, Roach.
The port... A ballista. The bastard's got a ballista. You know the power of this weapon. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away.
Yeah, an experienced crew can release 2 bolts each minute, but it can't hit the same spot twice because it recoils and shifts. I've heard that somewhere before.
Where did you learn about ballistae?
I knew someone who knew a bit about them.
Unimportant. We need to damage it if we don't want to be at Laredo's mercy. They're all drunk here now. I'll provoke the guard.
Relax, Roach. I don't want to fight this rabble again.
As long as that weapon's operational, no one will sail this section of the Pontar without Laredo's express permission.
I'll handle this. Go have a drink.
Now, where is that ballista that he was talking so much about? There it is.
Don't you traipse around here.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
I
Don't you traipse around
can't
here.
just talk to you?
Sniffing around like...
Oh, I would like to talk to this woman. How about this one?
What do you need, ugly?
Ugly,
Well, you ain't exactly handsome.
but...
I wouldn't worry. Women prefer ugly men to groomed dandies. And you're ugly something mighty. Care for a run?
Can't just now, but I'll find you later in town. What's your name?
Margarita.
Apparently I should save. I don't know why, so I'm not going to.
I wanted to surprise my friend,
Oh.
the sad-looking guy by the ballista.
Some idiot wanted me to read him poems recently. Extravagance, as I say it. I didn't like it.
I was thinking of something a little more traditional.
What would you have me do?
Just go with your specialty.
All right, it'll be my standard rate.
Draw him away from the ballista while you're at it.
Slap me hard and call me stupid. Trying to put one by me? That'll cost you more.
How's that?
Surcharge on special requests. Those are the rules.
Let me think it over. A favor for a favor,
There is one thing you could do for me.
and that is...
Myron and Alphonse, 2 of Laredo's thugs. Give him a good thrashing, and I'll even blow...
I stirred up enough trouble as it is during the execution.
No need to stir trouble. Just humiliate them some ways.
Consider it done.
Myron and
Myron
Alphonse.
and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Not just yet.
Okay,
You've had your song. Care for some real
alright.
diversion?
Now I've saved. So, let's see, where are they? There's Myron.
I don't like freaks.
Alright.
I don't like oafish no-necks.
What do you want, mutant?
Oh yeah.
Try my luck. Arm wrestling.
I'm gonna crush you, mutant.
Save the boast.
I don't
until
think
later.
so.
Let's do this.
I'm the fastest arm wrestler in the West.
That's true. You know this one. A little elf skipping down the path. Bramble.
Yeah, you suck. Take that, Myron. You're weak. Weak like a child.
I hate mutants like you.
I know.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Alphonse.
What you want, old man?
Your haircut sucks.
I was looking to test my strength. Arm wrestling.
What do I stand to gain?
Nothing, because I'll thrash you.
And if I win?
You'll have beat a witcher, so I guess that gets you bragging rights.
Are you that Geralt fella? The Grey Wolf? All right. Let's begin.
Haven't had this good a time in ages. That's true.
Oh yeah.
You know this one.
Alphonse, you're the worst. Look at that weakness. Your arm is failing. Oh no. No, come back. Oh my god, Alphonse.
Plow more. Do that again, and I'll fuck you, mum. Plow them all.
Oh my god, your song sucks.
Care for some real diversion?
Yeah.
Damn the dogs! The old man got me. I need to eat. Build up a bit.
Haven't had
There
this
we
good
go.
a time in ages.
I also got 50 of something.
You know this one. A little elf skipping down the path.
Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Of course.
All right. I'm off to give the boy some diversion.
Again, and I'll fuck you, mum. Plow them all.
God, and he's just gonna keep singing it forever and ever.
Care for a little diversion, brave one?
I'm on duty.
Oh, come on. Your comrades are well at it having their fun. Why should you be any worse?
You're right. Let's go.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna come by here and damage the ballista while I'm off having my fun. No, sir. Well, I'll just take that. Take the ballista mechanism fragment. Good. Ooh, twine.
Things like that you could conquer Altamira.
Nothing better than
Sniffing
a fireside
around like
feast.
dogs in a rubbish dump.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor. Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better. About as if
Sniffing around like dogs in a rubbish dump.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
That's locked.
Here for less than 10 orens.
What's back here?
No passage.
Oh, damn. Okay. I guess I'm not going back there.
Laredo's busy with that witch Sheila. Come back later.
Geralt, let's wait downstairs in the yard.
What?
Yes?
Do we wait until the Honorable Lady is done with the Venerable Hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsam's town watchmen are here. We should look around. Did you see that arbalist behind the house? I'll get his attention. Give him something to think about. Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
My apologies, gentlemen. I could not help overhearing your conversation.
What do you want?
In point of fact, it's a matter for the Witcher. I have an offer.
An offer? Interesting.
I suspect you did not come to Flotsam for pleasure alone.
You suspect right.
Do you know about the monster in the river?
Yeah.
Might have heard something.
I expect someone will hire you to deal with it sooner or later. Thus, I presume that...
Stop presuming, expecting, and concluding. Just tell me what you want.
Our honored host is in possession of part of a trap, built especially for the beast in question.
Go on.
Around back, there's a storage area where Laredo keeps the treasures he confiscates from merchants and travelers. There are heaps of things out there.
Let me guess. You know exactly where I need to look.
Precisely. I saw Laredo's men carrying the contraption across the garden in a crate. They placed it on a platform by the wall, beyond which lies the craftsman's district.
Why are you telling me?
Why? We need to be rid of the beast as soon as possible. Good luck.
All right, I'll distract the guard. You sneak behind the house.
Brilliant as ever.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
What a noble friend who just showed up to help at just the right time.
Soldier, report to me immediately.
Did you hear? 2 big shots arrived. Plough more, plough more. Oh, you are fat, dirty, rotten scum. Plough more, plough more.
What do you
that
want?
Again, and
Shut
I'll
it,
fuck
soldier.
your mum.
Have respect for your superiors or spend the rest of your life on the king's galley.
Apologies.
Now I'm stealthing, I guess. Dunk. Hey, some herbs. Guess I'm just gonna walk through this door. Oh, no, guess not. Yeah. Hey, it's Sheila de Tensorville. She left the window. Now I'm safe.
In Flotsam, we
Uh-oh.
cut the hands off thieves.
I was looking for the privy.
You're
bet.
lucky the commandant wants to see you. Come on.
Commandant, sir. We caught the witches sneaking around the garden.
Bring him in and leave.
Yes, sir.
We were just discussing a certain matter. You here on business too?
The commandant wanted to see me.
In that case, I shall leave you to it.
Finally.
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria. You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
That's no concern of yours.
Listen, Witcher, here in Flotsam, everything's my ploughing concern. Let me help you, Geralt.
I don't trust him.
I do all right on my own.
I suppose we all have our secrets. I just hope you resist questioning my authority in public again.
What about Vernon Roach? Why didn't you let him in?
Roach? Know the aura that surrounds him? Men like him act first and think later. And when they act, almost inevitably innocent blood flows. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. Terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
You know, it's interesting they've managed to portray many characters in this game, including this guy, as being quite three-dimensional. Like, he's not just a mean guy. He's out here protecting a tiny settlement from very real dangers in the only way that he knows how.
A local conflict, none of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
We were attacked.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Laredo. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks. I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other. We're fighting a war. And you, my friend, cannot straddle the fence.
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
I'm surprised they haven't turned on you already.
How so?
The town guards treat non-humans like shit. Frankly, I don't know what keeps them here.
I'll tell you what, Geralt. The hunger they'd face in the forest. But I grant you, those acts of, insubordination need to be stopped. Soldiers are simple men. When you see your mate die, a Scoia'tael arrow in his throat, it's hard to look favourably at the elf who sells your wife coloured kerchiefs. You're a Witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
I see where this is going.
Yorveth's no better than a monster that attacks those who go out to gather kindling. Matter of fact, he's worse. He's smarter and crueler.
How do we get him?
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake, and Bernard Laredo's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarfs will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
How can Zoltan help if he can't go outside the walls?
Step by step, Geralt. That's how you build trust. You could start by tending to a problem we have. A beast. The Kairin has blocked all boat traffic. I'm losing tolls. That is, the trading post is losing revenue. Kill the Kairin and I'll declare your friends acquitted of their crimes. Then Zoltan can take you to see Yorveth.
I really like this conversation. It seems really interesting, and it feels like Geralt has a number of really sort of dynamic conversation choices to make, and I kind of have a built-in trust of the game that it's going to support the choices that I make in these conversations, because I always see my choices come back in The Witcher 1, and even so far in The Witcher 2, I think one of the choices I made early on had a real consequence. So yeah, definitely like saving Aryan Lavalette came back to me later on.
I'm a Witcher. I don't work for free.
Of course you don't. Help us capture the Scoia'tael commander, and you'll be rewarded generously, straight from the trading post's treasury.
I'll see what I can find out.
Now you stir up storms wherever you go. I actually believe you'll bring peace to Flotsam. Don't disappoint this town, Geralt. Farewell.
Cool. Well, on the whole, I think that was a very interesting conversation. Hey, thanks. Thanks for leaving your gold stashed away in a chest. Ooh. A key is required. That's very interesting.
Any news for me, Witcher?
You've got a heap of soldiers for such a small trading post.
Bandits swarm to trading routes like flies to shit. Only troops can guarantee some order here. We're the last Temerian outpost in this area, and we'll not give in to a bunch of elves.
I guess you're finding it hard to get rid of Yorveth.
He's stubborn, it's true, but he's met his match. And I'm not about to leave Flotsam to the same fate as the other towns and villages the Scoia'tael have burnt to the ground. The citizens of Flotsam owe the elves nothing. They built their homes and workshops with their own hands in the wilderness, not on the ruins of an elven town. If need be, we'll remind the Longears where they belong.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's a dick, but it makes perfect sense from his perspective.
Entry only on the commandant's express orders. Off you go.
Damn. I was hoping I'd be able to find a key. Right.
No passage.
And he's sure got a lot of secrets around here.